Most developers treat AI as a glorified autocomplete. They use it for small functions, boilerplate, maybe a few unit tests. But the top 1% of engineers, they've stopped writing manual migration scripts entirely. They're using Cursor to orchestrate complex system changes across thousands of lines of code simultaneously. I've spent years managing legacy migrations in enterprise environments where one wrong regex could take down production for hours. I've seen the shift firsthand. We are moving from writing code to orchestrating intent. The gap between engineers using AI for snippets and those using it for system architecture is becoming a canyon. Today, I'm showing you the exact workflow senior devs used to handle 10,000-line refactors. We aren't talking about clean up this function prompts. I'm walking you through advanced codebase indexing, multi-file orchestration, and the critical safety guardrails needed to migrate legacy systems without breaking everything. If you want to stop grinding through tedious migrations and start operating at a system level, this is for you. Let's be honest, most AI coding advice is for beginners. It's all about writing a single function or fixing a syntax error, but you're not a beginner. You're dealing with the real nightmare, the 10,000-line refactor. You know the drill. You need to migrate a core data model, swap out a legacy API, or move a monolithic service into modules. The traditional approach. It's a slog. You start with a global search. You manually update 40 different files. You think you've got it covered until the build fails. Then you spend 3 hours hunting for the one file you missed. Or worse, you try to be smart and write a custom Python script to automate the migration. Now, instead of refactoring your app, you're spending your entire weekend debugging a migration script that only works half the time. It's tedious, it's high risk, and it's where most senior engineers lose their momentum. You're essentially acting as a human compiler, manually stitching together changes across a massive codebase. This isn't engineering, it's digital manual labor. And while most devs are still playing whack-a-mole with regression bugs, the top 1% have completely changed the game. Most developers use AI as a glorified autocomplete. They ask for a function, copy the code, and move on. But the top 1% of engineers, they treat Cursor not as a chatbot, but as an orchestrator. We're talking about moving from write this function to refactor this entire authentication module across 40 files. The secret isn't a better prompt, it's context management. Here is the professional workflow for a 10K line refactor. Step 1, contextual mapping. You don't start by coding, you start by indexing. Cursor indexes your entire local repository, creating a vector embedding of your architecture. Instead of pasting code into a browser, you use a codebase to ask the AI to map the dependencies of the legacy system. You're essentially asking the AI to build a mental map of the technical debt before touching a single line of code. Step 2, the blueprint phase. This is where senior devs separate themselves. They don't just say, refactor this, they create a Cursor rules file. This file tells the AI exactly how the new system should look. Naming conventions, design patterns, error handling, everything. Now the AI isn't guessing. It's following a strict architectural spec. Step 3, orchestrated execution. Using Cursor's Composer mode, you can execute changes across the entire project. Instead of manual find and replace, you describe the migration. Convert all class-based components to functional components and update the corresponding TypeScript interfaces. Watch the files update in real time. It's not just changing text, it's understanding the flow of data across your system. But here is the critical part, the human guardrail. Senior devs never accept all. They treat the AI as a junior developer who is incredibly fast but occasionally hallucinate. They review the diffs in chunks. If the AI misses a boundary case, you don't rewrite the code. You update and tell the AI to try again. You're not coding anymore, you're auditing. If you're still fighting your IDE, you're losing time. I use Cursor AI for these massive refactors. It's not just autocomplete, it's a full system orchestrator. Now, tools like GitHub Copilot or Tabnine are great for snippets, but for deep codebase indexing and multi-file changes, Cursor is in a league of its own right now. The results are night and day. We're talking about taking a legacy migration that would normally take a senior dev 2 weeks of manual script writing and condensing it into 2 hours of high-level prompting and verification. That is the difference between being a coder and being a system architect. Stop doing the grunt work. Check the link in the description to get started with Cursor AI and start orchestrating your codebase instead of just typing in it. Level up your workflow, and I'll see you in the next one.